y'all. So, oh my god, I am so here for this fall makeup look. I just had the notion to just get up today and do something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time, and that is really get serious about the things that I can do. Practice more, get in it more, and I have always wanted to record and make like videos. I love editing videos, so I am really looking forward to editing this video that I just shot for y'all to see of this entire look from start to finish. Yes, start to finish, like no makeup, no wig on, no nothing. To open the door now. Yeah, that's my life. That's my life. Hold up. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. That was my son, as always, in my space. I'm pretty sure if you follow me, eventually you will see him. But not today. But yeah, so I really went forward in this video. So I hope that I do a great job editing. I hope that it comes out exactly how I wanted to, and I hope that y'all really follow me, because this is literally going to be a lifestyle channel. I really want to document the rest of my life, and I want to really take all of my talents to the next level. So I hope y'all want to come there with me and watch more of my videos, my hair videos, my makeup tutorials. The hair that I have in my head is, of course, Just the Best Hair Co., my hair brand. Y'all, I just love this hair. I love it. I love it. This particular unit is like at least, I would say about 10 months old. About 10 months old. The bounce back is ridiculous. It's the best hair I've ever put in my head, ever. And that's why it's my brand. And it's just the best. Ask anybody who wear it, they'll tell you it is. Also, and I know y'all see I got this candy corn in my mouth, my hand. I'm trying to stop. I'm really trying to stop. It was kind of my inspiration behind this look. Yeah, I've been eating them like crazy. But anyway, yeah, so hair, Just the Best. It's I think like a 22-inch lace frontal wig that I made. And my makeup is mostly a lot of brands, so I'm just gonna list all the brands down in the description box. But yeah, they'll all be listed in the description box, and y'all can see my entire look. And if y'all want to order hair from me, I will be putting the site back up very soon. I've been on hiatus long enough. I'm ready to bounce back. So hope y'all ready to bounce back with me. See y'all. Bye. Okay, so as y'all can see, I started off bare face, no wig, and everything. I used the Got To Be glue, the Boho skin protectant, and I also used 90% alcohol. So first I start by cleaning my hairline with the alcohol and just making sure I get that all in good. Put on my cap, spray it down, and make sure I have enough there. I always put more than I need because I don't know how far I want to bring it back. I always blow dry it on a low cool setting so it can dry really fast. So next, you just cut off your excess cap. And the reason that I go down so far is because I want to make sure I get my hair covered. I don't really worry about my sideburns as much because my hair is cut short, and with proper removal, I don't really ever lose any hair around my edges. But you have to make sure you pay attention to that. So now I am dotting my glue on, and then sometimes I spread it with a comb Other times, I'll spread it like with my finger. It just depends on my mood and how my comb acting and all of that. So this is the second layer. And before you apply your second layer, you got to make sure your first layer dries clear. Clear, clear, clear. So, and I do about 3 layers each time. I also add tape, double-sided tape to my cap. That helps my wig from like sliding back, even if like I work out and like my hairline sweats and that tends to come up a little bit. That tape helps it a whole lot. I usually leave my wigs on for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and really like the boho really helps. Like it doesn't come up, so I usually have a good turnout. This wig is kind of old. I've put this wig on about I don't know how many times, so it's about time to change my frontal. Unless I can add some more hair to the front of it, because it's really not that bad. It's just one side of it is like not what's up, but you know, I'm gonna make it do what it do. Oh yeah, that side right there. See that? Yeah. But anyway, so once I figured out that side was jacked up, I switched my part and I put my part on this side. So there's always ways to shake those old wigs back, ladies. Again, like I said, this wig is like 10 months old. The hair is impeccable. But, you know, sometimes our frontals, just because of wearing them and, you know, normal wear and tear with frontals, it's going to happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you get it from. I don't care. It's going to happen. So just be mindful of that. A lot of people get hair and get frontals and expect for it to take care of itself. And it really doesn't. Oh, look at my hoodie back there. Yeah, that's my love, y'all. But anyway, so now that I got my wig down, I am going to start on my makeup. So y'all, my face is okay. I mean, as far as my skin goes, I like it. I'm fine with that. I don't have any acne or anything, but I do suffer from like hyperpigmentation and dark circles around my eyes. I really do believe that it's hereditary. My dad has it, my mom has it. But I'm going to keep fighting the good fight and try to get rid of it. But yeah, so I start with my brows, of course. Shade them in very, very well. Make sure that they're even. I really try to make my brows appear to be twins and not sisters, which means I want them to look just alike. So I try my best. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in the color, I think it's ebony. And from time to time, I also use the Crayon Case Brow Pomade in ebony too. I love them both. You really can't go wrong with either one of those. Okay, so next, y'all, I just kind of clean it up a little bit with my beauty blender and blend out that concealer because I hate harsh lines. Next, I like to kind of ombre out my brows. So I kind of like the whole faded in effect. I don't like for them to look like just black all over. I like them to kind of fade in and look a little bit more natural. So that's what I'm doing right here. And then I come back behind that and clean that line up with my beauty blender again. So next I'm going to put concealer on my eyelid and just spread that all over. This is to create a base for my eyeshadow. Sometimes I'll use like eyeshadow base, but I find that the LA Girl concealer works like really well. So I like to use it to use as my base for my eyeshadow. And I take my beauty blender as well and kind of blend that out. Sometimes I use the brush all over, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I feel. Makeup is really like art. So there, in my professional opinion, I feel like as long as the steps are made, there really is no right or wrong way. It's what works for you, what does best for you, what brush works best for you. I mean, you can take pointers from people as far as like what they use and what kind of makes it easier for them. But all in all, it's going to be determined by what you want to do. So as you can see, I have my Crayon Case Watch Me Blush palette and my Crayon Case Box of Crayons palette that I love so much, y'all. These colors are so pigmented, like, and I mean, y'all should know this already. Like, Crayon Case been doing their thing, so yeah. And as you can see, they're very pigmented. So pigmented that this eye, like, I really did not intend, to put this much, like, of that berries on there at first, but whatever. So like later on in the video, you'll see where I kind of blended that out and made it a little bit lighter, because I never like it that dark up under, like right under my eyebrow, like on my brow bone. So this one, I actually did exactly how I wanted to do it. I think I just got a little carried away, because I don't really do my makeup that often, and especially not this detailed. But yeah, so you just blend, and you try to like start with less, because less is always more, and you just build on it. That way you'll know exactly how much you want to put. You won't have to come behind it and clean it up, as you're going to see that I had to do in this video. But most of the time, I start light. I think I was just a little excited. But yeah, so here goes the eyeshadow. So yeah, so that's where I was talking about, where I kind of cleaned it up. And I actually used my Crayon Case, the Naturals palette. Kind of looks like a ruler. Can't remember the name of it, but I used that one and used like the very first one, like the lightest color, and kind of just went under it and kind of made it a little bit lighter and did like a little highlighted effect under my brow. So now I'm coming in with the Crayon Case eyeshadow primer or eyeshadow base, and this is to make my metallic colors pop. So on my other eye, you see where I have like the gold and the orange. So I used like the orange glitter out of the Box of Crayons palette and the gold out of the Box of Crayons palette for that. So yeah, so you just spread that out and create your cut crease however you see fit. Go up as far as you need to. My eyelid kind of folds over a little bit, so I always take mine up a little bit so you can see that it actually is a cut crease. So yeah, right there I'm going in with the orange, and I love that orange. I really think that's going to be like my little color for this fall, because that orange is everything, sweetie. So after you go in with the orange, you come back in with your gold, and you kind of blend your gold into your orange. I always tell people to blend lighter into dark. That way you will be able to see it, and the dark won't overpower it so much. So you just blend it in and pat until you get it how you want it. I actually went in on the other eye right here and added some more so you can really see like the definition and the, you know, the breakthrough of my eyeshadow from my cut crease part to the part that's all over my eye. So right here, I'm taking like a little of the brown out of the Box of Crayons palette, and I am blending that outer crease in so that it will create more of a smokier effect. And here you see me applying my liquid eyeliner. It's a Maybelline eyeliner that I got from like Walgreens. I love it. I really, really love it. It's very, very easy to create your wing with it. And if you mess it up a little bit, as you'll see in this video, you can just go and clean it up with a nice little makeup wipe and, you know, get it how you want. Don't ever be afraid to like correct your mistakes right then when it comes down to makeup. You know, every art form, like nothing is going to just come out like that. Like, believe you me, you gotta go in, erase, apply, correct, and get it how you want so you can create the perfect finished look. Okay, so right here, you guys, now this is a step that I personally do because I have such dark circles under my eyes. I kind of double conceal. Now, sometimes I would use like a color corrector and I use orange, but I could not find my color corrector, so I'm just going to do it with this LA Pro concealer, and I use the color Toffee whenever I do this. So I just kind of go under and I blend it all like I would if it was on top of my foundation with my beauty blender, and I just make it really, really, really blend it into my skin. No real harsh lines or anything like that. I just make sure I do that. That way when I put my foundation over it, you don't see that mask of darkness underneath. And I blend it all out together. And like whenever you do that, it's just gonna look like one, you know, flat canvas. But you know, that is why we highlight and contour, my dear. So that's what we're gonna do next. So as you can see, I thought about using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the color NC50 for my foundation, but my daughter has this Neutrogena foundation that I have been wanting to try. It's a little bit darker, and I like to go a little darker for the fall and winter. I love more of a dewy and darker look with my foundation. And it's a couple other foundations that I really want to try because I like more of a rich look. I don't really care for the matte finish. The lighting in this video kind of made it appear to be a little bit more matte than what it really is. But in like natural light, like naked eye, it's really buttery. And I love it. So again, here I am with my second conceal. So I kind of just applied the same way I did the last time, just not as much because I don't like a huge highlighted effect. I'm going in right here with my contour, which is like that dark brown color from LA Pro. I'm going to have the color in the description box because I do not know what color it is off the top of my head. So I go around like the bridge of my nose, and I just blend it out. And don't forget to wet your beauty blenders. Like wet them and get all that water out. And then that helps your concealer, your foundation, your contour, everything, your highlight to blend in nice and even and very, very saturated in your skin. And it's just gonna all like blend in together. You won't see any lines. You won't see any lines of like demarcation. Baby, we do not like a demarcation line, okay? We don't play that over here. So make sure that you blend that out really, really well. Go in, blend that nose, blend the top of that forehead, blend your little cupid's bow and your chin and all of that so that, you know, you can look flawless. So as I said before, makeup is what you want to do. And I know this is kind of unorthodox, but I use my True Match powder to set my highlight. I love how it goes on, and how I ended up doing this was, okay, so one day my daughter got some and I got some. Hers is obviously lighter than mine, and I ran out of setting powder. So I was like, well, let me just use this. And from that day, I just love how it sets my highlight. So I put it on my chin, under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and then I come in with my Maxed Mineralized Skin Finish powder in the color Dark Tan. And I just finish off my face with that, and with my Judy brush. Yeah. So I put my powder on that way, and I love how seamless it is also, and like the finish that it gives. Next, for my blush, I use the berries and the dark brown from my Watch Me blush palette from the Crayon case. And that's what I've been using for my blush lately. I love like the color mixture. I love how it goes on. So I forgot to put my lashes on, y'all. So I curl my lashes first before I put my lashes on. The lashes that I'm putting on today are from my lash line. It is the, I think it's the Day Party lash, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so I put on my lashes. I always use tweezers. I cannot put my lashes on with my hands. It just don't work for me. Like, I've been messed up my whole little eyeshadow look, took all my makeup off, and just be real mad about it. So I get my lashes on, and you know, I always start in the middle, and then I do my inside line, and then my outside line. And then after that, I come in and just apply some mascara to blend it with my regular lash. So from here, I go in and I add some liquid eyeliner under my, like a eyeliner pomade, basically, under my eye. Just a little though, not a whole lot. I don't want it to be super dark, but I do need a little depth. So I add that in here, as you can see. So from here, I use my little Mario spray, and I spray my makeup, baby. I set that face. Do you hear me? I said it. I don't want my makeup to go nowhere, and I want my makeup to look dewy. I don't want it to look matte. I don't want my face to look all dry. So I just spray until I can't spray no more. And from there, I take this Revolution highlighter palette that I got last Christmas that I absolutely love, and I apply my highlight. So I just do like the top part of my nose, the little tip of my nose, and I put some on my cheeks, baby. Let me tell you something. You can never, ever have enough glow. Well, you probably can, but I mean, who don't want to glow? Like, let's glow. So I put it on my chin, my cupid's bow, my cheeks, and my nose. And from there, I apply my lipstick. So I went through about 3 different shades before I settled on this one. And I love the darker tones for fall and winter. I love darker tones on my, on my lips and with my makeup. Now, normally when I do a popping eye, I do a very subtle lip. But for the fall, it's okay. We could do a little bit more and do that dark lip. That's, there's no harm in that. So now it's time. But there we go again with the spray. Gotta do that. So now it's time to tackle this hair, honey. So I am going to use my barrel iron and curl my wig. And I also use the Shekinah gel, like soft hold spritz, to kind of just spray it and give it a little bit more control. I use the BioSilk, just like a dime size amount in my hand, and put it all over it just to add a little shine, but not too much. So yeah, and that's my son. Don't mind him. He just can't let me be great, but whatever. Baby, I don't know what song was playing in the background, but obviously it was my song, honey, because I was getting it. Oh my God, I am loving these curls. So once you get your curls in, you just finger through them, give them a little flowy look. We don't want to keep them just curl like that. So let's finger them, and just do all that until we get them exactly how we want them. I love how flat this wig is, and just look at that bounce, baby. Look at that bounce. You ain't got to do much, honey. Look at that bounce. Let me tell you something about that Just the Best Indian body wave. It is literally the best hair I have ever put in my head, ever. So here's the finished look. I love how it came out, and I paired it with this pretty mustard sweater. And I also did a couple with my little burgundy little furry shawl, and I just love it. This look is everything, ladies. Get ready for fall.